Well, morning folks, welcome back to GKP. Been a while. I hope you've been enjoying the content that we've been putting together. A lot of it has been with Daz's koi pond. I think he's absolutely loving it and enjoying doing his footage and his filming, edited and put together by myself. But today I thought I'd have come out in the garden, get a little bit of tidying up done, because it really could do with it. And the second bit is to, well, a little bit of good news. I'll spin it round, I'll show you. As you can see there, obviously, I'm in the process of doing a filter clean, or about to do a filter clean. I need to service this, top up this pond, and give the windows a clean, because they're absolutely caked up. But if you, I don't know if you'll be able to see this, possibly not, but it's literally trying to snow. It's a what? Sunday the 5th of March, and it's trying to snow in Huddersfield or West Yorkshire. Yeah, the good news is I've just had a wander over here, and just down there is my little lemon arawaki, which I thought I'd lost. It's just there, just swimming away. Now there are a couple of other little ones that were in there as well, and I'm just hoping that those little ones are somewhere hiding in there too, as I haven't seen that fish for maybe easily 3 months. But yeah, as you can see, pond needs a good clean and a good tidy. Winter months, damp, miserable, wet through, and everything looks a bit cack and a bit green. Need the grass cutting, but look, spring is on its way. The buds are coming back in on the bush, and this is, well, this one's not doing so much, but it never really has. Cherry tree, supposedly, never seen a cherry on it yet, but it is potted off. But this one, my plum tree, blossoming and starting to flower up absolutely everywhere. I've never seen so many flowers on it. I've only ever had maybe the odd, 5 or 6, maybe 10 maximum little flowers on it. But this year it seems like it's going to have a fair bit of blossom on it, which should look nice when it's all done. The fish, everything's looking good. Water's in need of a good change. So today is going to be a good filter clean. Oh, and I had an absolute nightmare on Friday evening. On Friday evening I came back, hence the reason why this towel's here. Just put it on there to dry, because I've used it. Switched the pump, stopped the pump, switched it off, closed this valve, give the pump a service because it got a little bit of leaves and matter and stuff inside there. So I got that sorted out and cleaned up. And then I noticed that my moving bed wasn't quite moving as it used to be, and I think the last time I lifted the lid on and off, let's see if I can get this open and show you one-handed. Bear with 1 second. Yeah, the moving bed, as you can see, boiling over, turning over nicely there. Well, it wasn't. It was kind of, the air stone had mispositioned. I don't know how. Maybe it just slumped or fell from one position if it were leaning against the side of the barrel or whatever. But you can see there now, it's all nice and mature, turning over well. Perhaps could do with a little bit more of a bit more air on it. But all in all, turning it over quite well. In messing around with the air stone, as I did, pulling on this to try and get it in a different position, I knocked off the air stone. I pulled it off. So, right down here, right at the very bottom, drops in my air stone, right to the bottom. Now, I was speaking to Mr. Tropical Koi at the time when it happened, and he said, well, why don't you just put your arm in and grab it? Now, my arm's not quite that long, so He's killing himself with laughter, laughing at me, thinking, well, what are you going to do now? So what I had to do is I had to take one of them tubs, put it down here. I had to scoop out all the media completely, put it into the bin. When I got it into the bin, I then had to set to and make a device to scoop up and pick up the air stone. So what I did was use my pipe vac, because he said, Mike said to me, have you not got one of those litter picker things? I thought, no mate, no I haven't. Oh, you could do with one of them. I'm thinking, yeah, you're right, I could mate, really could do. So what I had to do is use this, and I taped on a little piece of plastic to the bottom so that I could put my hand in and then use it as a scoop to scoop it up, pick it up, but then I couldn't get it out because it was too long to hit the thing, so I had to split it at the middle and then take it, pull it up a little bit higher till eventually I could get my other hand in to catch hold of it, which, to be fair, didn't do that bad of a job. I hooked it up, picked it up and got it out first go. After hypothermia, freezing my hands off, and you know, hands going numb, scooping out all the media, as the water temperature's only 5.3 degrees, and on Friday I think might have been a little bit colder. So yeah, complete nightmare. But we managed to get it done, we managed to get it on. So next time when it did it, I trimmed off the end. You know, it's the way the hose connects to the air stone. It had gone slightly baggy, and when I tried to push it back on, it was loose. So I trimmed it off and I pushed it back on again with a new piece, and then I bonded it to it so it don't come off again, because I ain't going through that again. Not a chance. But I was quite surprised. I had one of these whole tubs just down there that I showed you. That was completely full with, well, not 3/4 full with media. But when I looked at the media, it was all nice and clean, it was well matured, and it looked like it's doing its job and doing it well. So I was happy to chuffed to bits with it. Well, it's a chuffed to bits, we get my hand freezing cold like, but I've just literally seen the little lemon arawaki swim across top of pond. Now the only one I would really hope is still in there as well is the little tancho. I did have a Deutz metallic orgon as well. I hope that's still there, but I think that one's gone. But if there's chance, there's chance that one's disappeared. If one's reappeared, there's a chance that they found themselves a nice little place where they can. Sorry, I'm just looking. I thought another one had come out. There's a chance that there might be an area where they can, where they've found that they can hide. But I really hope. I've just seen it now. It's going round the back of the reeds pot, just at the back of the corner. Then I'll show you. Right, let's see if we can zoom in. So I just saw it go. Oop, where's my finger? Just round the back of there. And there's the Deutz. Oh yes. That means that's two. Now that only means I've got one missing, which should be the little Tancho shower. Which I got all three of them from Daz's Koi Farm. That'd be super cool if I hadn't lost them. I thought that the heron had got them because it had been spotted in garden. Now, if that little Tancho's there too, that'll have made my day. Well, obviously. Hang about. Difficult to tell, difficult to see. They are all definitely hiding in and amongst the plants. quite a few little ones in there. But these little ones are the ones that I'm just messing around with, just growing them on a little bit just to see what they become. Just as a little experiment. Now there are some fish in there that I'm going to be giving away. I'm going to be giving to Peter from Peter's Pond Puddle and Goldfish. So there are a few in there that's going to be going to Pete, and I hope it helps him kickstart his collection again. But I might even chuck him in a couple of those little ones for him to have as little grow-ons himself. Which at some point I'm hoping Peter's going to come down with us and spend a day with us down at Daz's Koi Farm as well, which I'm sure he'll absolutely love and enjoy. Which there we go. There's one just coming into shot down there. There's another one of the little ones. Macassiogon. I've got two Macasciogons, two that are slightly bigger and two slightly smaller ones that are in there. And these are basically the ones that are growing a little bit bigger than the others that were in the little mini pond. There's still a fair few in the mini pond too, but I'm happy. The only one that it looks like I may have lost up to press might be the little Tancho. Which is not too bad. Right, I need to set up, get myself going, get this grass cut, I wouldn't mind just giving this all a little jet wash off and blasting it all up, cleaning it all up a little bit, and then get that filter clean, get these 3 filters cleaned, drop a good portion of water out and top it back up before we get this supposable snow that's supposed to come tomorrow. But I tell you what guys, 4.5 degrees, there's the little Deutz just there. Let's see if we can see it, just there swimming across the top. Oh, that's made my day. And I'm sure Daz will be happy about it as well, because we were both kind of gutted that those had disappeared. I didn't realise just how small they were. Right, I'll get cracked on, get on with a little bit, get a bit of some done, and then I'll get back to you in a tick. Well, even better news. Spending a little bit of time out here, doing a bit of filter clean. These are just on the second boil now. And then I'm going to take out the jack matting and then give that jet wash off and do the outside one. But while I've just been studying, having a nosy and having a watch, I've just seen my little Tancho as well. So all 3 of the fish that I thought the heron must have got, they've all been hiding somewhere. Surprises me. And my pond's not big at all. You know, will be bigger. Will be getting bigger this. Being made bigger this season. But it's not big at all. But how the hell do you lose 3 fish for 3 months and not see hide and a hair of them? And thank you to my lovely wife who's just made me a cup of coffee. Because God, guys, it's cold in here. Oh, actually, it's 8.7 degrees in the filter house, in the filter shed. It's 4.2 or 4.3 degrees outside. It's 5.3 degrees in the pond. Oh, it feels colder than that. And I'm saying it's colder than that. I'm only in a jumper. It's not that bad. But I'm used to it because I work outside all day. But that's great news. I chuffed to bits. Still got my little Tancho. Still got my little Deutz metallic Ogon, and I've still got the lemon Arawaki. Oh, as Vince might say, my wee lemon Arawaki, which is a little bit of a joke what we've been having back and forth. Hopefully, fingers crossed, he put some size on it, get a bit of size on it, and it grows this year. Be chuffed to bits if it does. Just want to share, happy birthday little man. Love you loads, and we'll be seeing you later on. Can't wait to see what you got for your birthday, Ted. 2 today. Absolutely brilliant. We were with us all day yesterday, had a lovely day with him, and we're going over to see him shortly this afternoon. And just so you know, at present I think we're at Sunday morning, the 5th of March, and it is 9. Bit cold, bit fresh, but these things have got to be done. Filters need to be cleaned, fish still need taking care of, fish still need looking after. I have just noticed one thing. My air pump just took the top off, checked the filter, doesn't seem to be kicking out as much power, as much air as what it was doing last season. And it's only, I don't even think I've had it 12 months yet, so might be having to get in touch with them, get something sorted out with that, or pop it open and have a look, see if one of the diaphragms has ripped. I hope not, because that's a bit shite if it's not even done 12 months, but it's definitely not as powerful as it was. Check the filter's spotless, it's not mucky, no muck, no crap in it. I mean, it's inside a shed running in here all day. It shouldn't really pick up a great deal of muck anyway, but yeah, it doesn't seem to have as much pressure behind it. But it'll do its job for now until we can get it sorted out. We'll have another look at that at a later date. So as I said, doing a filter clean, just having a look at two of, I also, what was supposed to be Cerakoy. I took 2 Cerakoy from Daz as well. They're definitely not Cerakoy. It would appear that they are both Matsukau Baki. So I have 2 Matsukau Baki of about, I'd say about 7 to 10 cm in there as well. I haven't seen them all. I don't get it. I mean, I know the smaller little fish, and I know that the smaller they are, the easier they can hide. But when all the plants and everything have gone, all the lilies have died back, you'd expect to be able to see them. But they've got to be hiding somewhere. They must have all been clustered up, the smallest of them all. They must have all been clustered up in a little group and just tucked themselves in behind back at plant pots, hiding behind back of there. But you'd have thought, with it being colder temperatures, cold water, that they'd been down deep, down at bottom with the rest of them, or as deep as you can. But no, not this time, not on this occasion. All mine have been hiding in the shallows, less than 12 inches down on the first little shelf behind the back of the plant pots. But all the same, still got them, which is the main thing. Chuffed to bits. I'll try to see if I can catch it on camera later on. Get back to the filter clean. There's the little tan shark. No, it's not so easy to see with all the bubbles and the reflection, but nevertheless, it's just down there. Just give them a little bit of wheat germ because they've been coming up, looking like they were interested in a bit of something to eat. Not going crazy on it, to be fair. Everybody's looking good. I'll let them enjoy a little bit of that while I carry on with this. Alright guys, as you all know, or maybe not all, but a few that watched, and those that did watch the live through to the end on Thursday of this week, we picked up a grown show fish. Myself, Jeff Lees, Darren Whitehead, Mick Lawson, we all put in and we all purchased 1 extra fish. And in that 1 extra fish was drawn by Daz, Jeff and Mick. They all picked it. I obviously did the filming. I didn't want anybody thinking I'm picking a certain fish or, you know, causing a problem for everybody else within the grown show. Or taking some, you know, basically I let them guys pick it so that everything was kind of all fair in that sense. It was the 4th fish that was picked. If anybody wants to have a look, I will add in a little section of it after this little bit here. But that fish is something we're going to do as a giveaway. that person, or the person, whoever it is, that gets the fish will be entered into the Grown Show and will be given the fish, and if it's all right with themselves, it will be personally delivered via us. We'll be going to George's, we'll pick it up, we'll get the fish bagged up, oxygen in, and we'll be going down to the individuals, or up wherever it may be, to the individuals, and making a personal visit between myself, Mick, and all the guys from the GKP. I will be doing a personal drop-off. Come and see you for the day. Come and have a natter. You know, maybe not for the day, but you know, for a couple of hours. Come and have a natter. Drop off your fish. Come and see. Have a look at your pond. And if they don't mind, if the individual doesn't mind, we'll be putting it and filming it and putting it onto YouTube, providing everybody's comfortable with that. Now, what I could do with is some help from yourselves, guys. I don't want to do this as a YouTuber giveaway, because the vast majority of giveaways are won by YouTubers, and on this occasion I would like to make it, if I can, a giveaway which is given back to one of the subscribers that's probably within the community, which is probably subscribes to all the YouTubers. So if anybody's out there that knows of anybody with a just cause valid reason as to why they think an individual would be the right person to give it to, you know, if they've had a particularly bad 12 months, if they've lost a couple of fish, or they couldn't necessarily get there because they couldn't afford, not meaning that in any bad way, in any way, shape or form, but we just want to give a little bit of something back without being the usual thing. Everybody stick their name in and everybody get drawn out of a random comment picker. So if you can, and there's anybody out there that you think might be worthy of a nice fish, because it is a nice fish, and would be interested in being in the Grown Show, or wanted to be in the Grown Show, couldn't get up there, couldn't travel that far, and isn't a YouTuber, ideally. If they're a small channel, they're beginning off, or starting off, and it'll be some good content for them, a good start into the community, a good start into the actual koi tubing, whatever you want to call it that, YouTubing side of things related to koi, then maybe. But I'd prefer it if it was an individual that, you know, that wasn't actually in it. The reason I'm not putting it out there, and please don't take this the wrong way, but anybody that wanted to be in the Grown Show, YouTuber wise, was more than capable of getting there, or travelling there, or, you know, participating in, should they wish. The vast majority didn't, so that's the reason why I'm going with trying to give it back to somebody, as in a subscriber. Not just my subscribers, probably their subscribers as well. I'd like to see if there's somebody out there that would be interested, that you think, you know, do the right thing, doing a nice thing, and gifting something to somebody that you think would be worthy of it. So if you could do me a huge favour, guys, in the comments below, give me the name of the person that you know comes to watch us on a Thursday night, or watches the videos, or you've seen in the comments, and you think it would be a nice idea and a nice gift to give someone. Just keeping my eye on the the filter system, because it's on its third boil. So like I said, if you know of anybody, or you think you can think of someone that you think, you know what I'm saying, waffling a little bit, but I would just like to give something back. If I don't get any suggestions, there is one person I think personally deserves it, but I would rather the help from you guys to get your opinions and your thoughts on it as well. So in the comments, the name of the person, maybe a little description as to why, you know, you think they're a nice guy, they've lost a few fish, they've, you know, they couldn't get there because of X, Y and Z, anything like that. Give us an idea, comments in below, and hopefully, fingers crossed, we can be doing a draw, or calling down to see that individual and taking them the fish, providing they're happy to accept it. If I don't get anything, and I can't get you guys out there, YouTubers, viewers, to suggest somebody else and put somebody else forward, then it will be done as a normal random, everybody stick the name in, everybody put the name down, everybody that's interested Here's a case shower, 25 cm, very nice pattern, very nice fish, good size for a tow sight, nice gift. 80 quid we paid, same as everybody else, but really ideally probably about half price. So, you know, nice fish, looking good, and obviously that person will also then get the chance of being in part of the growing show and the chance of winning the prizes. So hit me up in the comments, guys, let me know what you think. Oh god, it's cold. Third boil, we're getting there, but oh, flipping heck, it's a bit nippy. Super happy about what I've found out this morning. I know, coming out here and spending a little bit of time with them to see them all the fish looking really good, and to find me 3 fish that have gone missing. Chuffed to bits. But yeah, let me know what you think, guys. If we can come up with something and we can give somebody a nice gift, give them a nice fish, and if they don't really want to be part of the growing show, that's not a problem either. They can just take the gift and gracefully accept it as a new fish for their pond. But that's what we want to do. That's what we would like to do. Failing that, we get no decent suggestions, then we'll put it out as a normal random comment picker and we'll let it be drawn. The next thing is, I need to get something sorted out with my 1,000 subscriber giveaway. Coming soon. Just what it's going to be, I still have absolutely no idea. Very difficult to come up with a good prize, and there are others out there that are doing amazing prizes, but it's not about what you get, it's not about the receiving or what you receive, it's the thought that counts. So I will be getting something, I will be putting something together, not quite as extravagant as some, but we will be doing what we were doing. There'll be a little bit of a token gesture from myself, Daz, Mick, the guys, and we'll be putting something together and putting something, you know, out there for everybody. And that one will be open to absolutely everyone. And I hope that doesn't offend anybody, and I apologise if it does. I just want to give something back to primarily the people that get us to where we are, which I know it involves YouTubers as well. But we're a community in YouTube, so we should be supporting each other regardless. But it's the people that come to watch us that make it so that we can put this content out, and that's the people that I would like to be suggested, so that those people can get a little bit something back from one of us, and not trying to be, I'm just trying to do something a little bit different and do a nice gesture and a nice gift to someone. I'd be over the moon as a subscriber if I'd been volunteered or suggested or put forward. I don't want any details, nothing personal. I don't want to know the ins and outs of it. That's for them, and you know, their personal information. But if somebody can say X, Y and Z, this is a valid reason, but without going into the details. Their personal life and their personal problems are their problems, and I'm sure it's something they probably wouldn't want sharing. I am waffling a bit, guys, but I just want to do the right thing, do a nice thing, and so do the guys, so do, you know, Mick, Daz, Colin, Jeff, Mike. Just as a bit of a, you know, thank you for the support, thank you for coming and watching week in, week out, thanks for all the kind comments that you've left. There's a little bit of something back from us. Oh, I can't get over how cold it is. My wife's just come out the door and said, it's freezing. Yeah, I know, love. I've stood outside here. It's like 3.5 degrees. I know it's freezing. But all my fish are looking really good. Well, I know. I think they look really good. And that's all that counts. But, yeah. Colours are popping on them, fish look healthy. I'd go as far to say as a few of them that had a little bit of carp pops, seems to have dropped off. My Yamabuki still got a bit of a split in his fin. Now, come spring, if that ain't been sorted, that fish is going to be getting sedated, I'm going to show you how I'm going to put it right. I've done it before once and it worked a treat. So I'm going to give it the extra little bit of help that it needs and bond it back together. Because it had split almost, you know, not right to the radial, but almost, just shy of it. But it has healed up halfway. Now if it continues to as it is, heal back up, and I'm going to leave well alone. But if it starts getting into, you know, back end of spring, coming into summer and it hasn't healed, I'm going to give it a little bit of helping hand, and then hopefully get some good food into them. Everybody's looking good. Just watching the Chag coming up, taking a couple of pieces of wheat germ. Don't like wheat germ. Well, better than giving them high protein foods in the winter. Oh dear me. I'll let you have a quick look at them. Everybody's looking pretty good. But boy is it cold. The Chag's looking nice. That's become the biggest fish in the pond. Definitely looks like it might have grown some throughout the winter months. But everybody's come through the winter pretty good this year. No trouble, no losses, no problems. As you can see there, there's the Yamabuki. You can just see there. You can just see this right pectoral there. It's got a little bit of a split in it. Everybody's doing pretty well. Difficult to show you what's going on in here with the sunlight over the top of the pond. I'm going to get these little bits of reeds off of here and all, get all them cleaned up. A few more pieces of see if the Chag's going to come up and enjoy some. Now, 6 or 7 pieces there that they haven't eaten, but I'm sure they'll get cleaned up. A forever bonsai, which is for a 3-year-old fish, damn small. But the water's looking lovely and clean. Bottom of the pond's absolutely spotless. Retro bottom drains are pretty damn good as a substitute for a bottom drain. Well happy I've fitted that in. The next one is just how much further do I go. My idea is hopefully to come down to about this area with the pond. I don't know if that makes sense. So from my little tree that I've got there, coming round the back of that tree, perhaps where the little bush of daisies that I have, so I take it as far as that. So from the back of the daisies, around out to here, and then to the gravelled area, and then round and into and back in. So taking some of this round to the gravel bit, the outer of that, so we're getting it like a 1.5 foot wider, and then maybe 3 to 4 foot longer and going down a foot. That's what I want to do. But that's whether or not my wife will kick me ass if I do. So that's what we've got to work out. That's what we've got to work out next. Lawn's been trimmed up. We're on the third boil up, and then I'm going to be topping the pond back up and now doing some dechlorinator. Well, it's already in, to be fair. But everybody's looking good. Everybody's looking well. Even my Deutz one that I've got there, my Deutz Jag, it's got a couple of little nicks on it where the cat box. Little bit one of its pecks where it gets a bit of cat pox on it, but it looks like that's kind of growing back nicely as well now, but you can still see the waxy lump on the underside, and there's a little bit on its two places on its tail, two little pieces of cat pox on its tail, and that's the only one that's really got it. I think the Kahaku had a small little bit on her dorsal, but that looks to have cleared up now too, which I'm surprised because that water's cold. Everybody else is looking good. No more problems at all. Right, I'm going to finish off this final boil, get the pond topped up, and I'll get back to you in a bit. Oh guys, right, tell you what, I can't feel my hands, they're numb, bright red. God damn, that water's cold. I've got everything done. I've just done a quick KH test, GH test, GH of 6, KH of 1. So I've just put 400 grams of bicarb in. Bring that back up. All the filters have been done, cleaned. I'll spin you around and let you have a quick look. This one's been cleaned. Everything's back to normal, sorted out. Spoke to my bit then. So as if by magic again, the little fish have all hid and disappeared. Again, I'm guessing they've been behind the back of this plant all that time, which is good though, because at least I know they're safe. At least I know they're still in there. A couple of lilies, leaves just down there in the bottom of that basket that look like they're starting to sprout, which is good. But they're all looking pretty well. Bottom of the pond spotless and clean. Not a little bit of muck anywhere. And everybody's come through the winter looking absolutely cock on. Flooded the garden a bit. Overflowed from there and run across the lawn. A bit squidgy underfoot, but it'll dry out. Got the grass cut. Got the mini pond cleaned and serviced. I'm back and running again. Water in there's a bit colder, but it's a bit murky because I've just cleaned the windows. But everybody's doing okay. Everybody's looking good. I'll leave them to it. Let that water clear up. Look at them. Great big black cloud. Maybe that snow is coming after all. Feels pretty warm when the sun's out. So that's pretty much going to be it for today. Just a quick little video. A little bit of a talk and a natter. A Sunday waffle, as Vince would say. But everything done that I wanted to do. Fish are all cruising up and swimming around into the float. They're all happy. So, if you could do me that favour guys, like I asked, if you can give us a bit of a who you thought or who you think might be worthy, or you would like to see given a gift of a grown shellfish. If not, then we will do it the usual way. But I just, you know, it'd be nice if we can give somebody a decent fish and give them a bit of nice start to spring. Fish will probably be available to pick up back end of March, early April, provided temps are up a little bit. We can get them a bit equally balanced with the temperatures that George is keeping in the shop, which I believe is between 16 and 20 degrees. So we need to get the pond temps up a bit before we can pick his fish up, and once we've done that, the fish will be picked up and collected and taken to the said individual. So yeah, if you can do me a huge favour guys, stick us a comment in, let us know what you think. But as for this one, that's it for this week. So usual thing, like, share, subscribe, tell a friend, and until next time guys, keep smiling and we'll catch you on the next one. Hopefully yeah, we should have a little bit of footage from Daz's videos once he's got them through and sent through to me for the completion of the new pond that he'd done. I believe him and Mick and Colin was there yesterday to get that done and wrapped up, so hopefully there might be a little short video we can add to. I don't think it'll be on the end of this one, but it'll certainly be a short video for everybody to see the new liner going in and all the progressive changes that's going on down at Daz's Cry Farm. So till next time guys, we'll catch you on the next one. Take it easy and see you all soon.